So here's how you do it very fast. How to flip buildings as fast as you can. It's faster with teleporting instead of marches, because the longest time is needed for loading the map in this game, because the servers are so slow. As you can see, I have my preset. Hover my mouse above the retreat button, load the map. You can do this with bookmarks, but in Chalons or here where you have so many targets, I think it's faster with the map, because then you can select better. Yeah, and you see, most time I lose with loading the map and not with the march. Okay, there seems to be a march on me. And you see my troops are so fast that loading the map and selecting the target takes longer than my troops need to return. Yeah, and I will mirror it, but I think I need maybe 6-7 seconds per building. Okay, let's see whether I'm faster than this one. And yeah, now we have nearly all buildings. And if we are faster than the enemy because we are more players, or everyone is faster, then at the end you can play, oops, misclick, you can play the flipping game at one building. So you annoy the enemy, and because you occupied more buildings than him, yeah, he will lose this. So sorry, next. Oh, you were faster, I guess. Oh, you scouted. It was empty. Yeah, never scout. Just send a few troops if speed is the thing that matters. Of course, you can lose your troops, but I'll only attack with 1000. I will show you. Even this was empty. Oh, this. And here now you can play the building. Oh, even here no enemies there. He is retreating already. So we got all buildings, except one was left. Yeah, oh, two are left. Yeah, okay, and this one is really fighting. So yeah, of course, the other players help too. I will see later how many I flipped and how many from my team flipped. So what was my setup? If I go to Uppsala, okay, if I go to my town, yeah. So my setup is just very, very cheap to give no points to the enemy if the building would be occupied. So it's just it's a 2 troops layer. Maybe the enemy sometimes has 1000 troops in it or so, and then I will win regardless of the buffs and debuffs, because I have layers and most enemy have no layers. And then I have only 1000 tier 1 troops, which are incredibly cheap and give no points to the enemy even if I lose it. And if you have a preset, you just can heal it here. Oh, something happened. Uppsala. Yeah, I should have treated this. So now I can heal this preset. Maybe I should deal with this now, because okay, I will have heal everything except my not ghosted tier 14s. Okay, 40 days, that's nothing. What was it? Okay, because my troops were not scouted, but even this positive. Yeah, should not make videos and play the game. Okay, maybe I better hide. So, to show you the setup, this really cheap setup, you can do it with layers or not, but yeah, you give no points to the enemy, you can heal it very fast. And what's the only thing that matters is speed, not monster march speed, but march speed. And if you followed my advice and my mails, you have one general which has that, or who has that, and this is Sanada, your auto join general. He should also have very, very high speed. So here, equipment, I have the courage horn, whatever, 50% march speed, no? Not monster march speed, but march speed. Sure, what really helps is, of course, the victory column, but that's expensive. And for my generals, I used 2 Sanada. This is just my auto-join general, and Hu Qibing or whatever. I just have this one march. And what he does is reduces troops marching time by 20%. So I guess this is an additional multiplier of 0.8 to the march time. And this is the regular Sanada of auto join general or auto join marches. And again, this is exactly the same setup I have I showed you in the alliance mails. So the only thing that matters here in this purpose is march speed. So you have this level for skill book, march speed. The other one, monster march speed, luck, does not matter. The ascension does not matter for this. The specialties do not matter. Yeah, this does matter. The 2 parts of, or 2 pieces of the king's gear because of this 15%. And you need here the bow and the boots for dragon gear because they have march speed on it. And the chest and the ring are not important, but you have them because it's your monster auto join general. So here you have the dragon bow with plus 40% march speed, and you can also refine it. That's of course not necessarily to have additional up to 80% march speed, and the same for the boots. 27% march speed and additional up to 80% march speed. But you only have to below 3 seconds march speed if you are teleported directly to the building, because loading the map takes longer than the march or than the returning of the march. And this is also the reason why this approach with teleporting is faster, because if you, as you saw, loading the world map does take the most time, and you have to load the world map regardless whether you do it with speed ups or with teleports. But with speed ups, you also have to speed it up, and this costs additional time. And you saw that the march speed, if you are teleported directly to the building, didn't matter. So yeah, this is the fastest way I can imagine, and there's only one way to do it faster, and this is with faster servers, and this will never gonna happen. So yeah, if you do it exactly like me, you are fastest as possible, and no way to be even faster. Exactly, yeah, do it like this. Okay, that's it, bye.